So for this episode, we'll be covering everything that has to do with percents. So, in a sale, the cost of a coat is reduced from $85 to $67.5. So calculate the percentage reduction in the cost of the coat. So we want to find the percent reduction. So we want to know what you multiply to the original value that will equal to 67.5. And we just solve this algebraically, which we get x is 67.5 over 85. You plug that into your calculator, and you get the value 0.79, 411, etc. This is really all you have to worry about. This, if you times it by 100, you get 79%. But it's not reduced by 79%, it's actually reduced by 21%, because if it was reduced by 79%, we would have multiplied it by 0.21. So it is actually, the reduction is 100% minus the value that you multiply it by. So the final answer would be 21%. So that was a nice little icebreaker. The next question is, Emily invests X dollars at a rate of 3% per year, simple interest. We know that there's a big difference because simple interest is not something that grows exponentially. Therefore, all we have to do is take the initial value X, the initial value invested, multiply this by the annual rate of change, which is 1.03. Why? Because we're looking for the percent increase, the amount of money that she would have left. Therefore, 1.03% shows an increase of 3% per year. And this times the number of years. And with this formula that we have right here, we're looking for x. But there's two variables. But we know y is 5. So all we have to do is do x times, x times 1.03 times 5 is equal to 20.10. Now we divide 20.10 by 1.03 times 5, and we get x is equal to $3.9. And to prove this, we can just plug it back into our equation. 9 times 1.03 times 5 is equal to 20.10. So our answer is $3.9. For this last problem, we're asked to solve for the population of Dubai at the end of 2015, given that in 2012, they had an initial population of 2.1 million, which was predicted to increase at a rate of 6% each year. So this is kind of like a compound interest formula. And what we'll have to do is put the initial value, multiply this by the interest rate, it's the increase of 6% each year, to the power of the number of years. And the time period we have is 2012 and 2015. And the difference between the two will be 3, so t will equal to 3. Thus, our final calculation will be 2.1 times 1.06 to the power of 3. And this will equal to, plug this into your calculator, 2.501 million people.
A baby was born with a mass of 3.6 kilograms. After 3 months, this mass had increased to 6 kilograms. Calculate the percentage increase in the mass. To find the percentage increase, we need to find the actual increase first. And to do that, we'll do 6 take away 3.6 to give us 2.4 kilograms. Now we have to find 2.4 as a percentage of 3.6. To do that, we need to divide 2.4 by 3.6, which is 2/3 or 0.67. We have to multiply this by 100 to get the percentage. which is 67% to the nearest whole number. A student played a computer game 500 times and won 370 of these games. He then won the next X games and lost none. He now has won 75% of the games he has played. Find the value of X. From this information, we can tell that the division we need to deal with is 370 plus X over 500 plus X. As both wins and attempts are increased by X, we know that this division is equal to 75% or 0.75. Therefore, we can rearrange this equation to get 370 plus X is equal to 0.75 multiplied by 500 plus X, which can be expanded to 370 plus X equals to 375 plus 0.75X. We now can take away 0.75x from both sides to get 370 plus 0.25x is equal to 375. From this, we see that 0.25x equals 5, and therefore x equals to 20.